Hi everybody, welcome to the trending stream here on the World Wide Web. Please subscribe if you haven't and click and hit that bell and hit all notifications. You definitely don't want to miss a video that I produce here. I try to keep everybody in the know. I cover the top trending topics. And, guys, more craziness, more connecting of the dots. That's what I do. I connect the dots. I put things together in a perspective you won't find anywhere else. I want to thank everybody who supports the channel, all the patrons, all those people that comment and like and subscribe. So here we go. The smack heard around the world. And folks, this smack, whatever that, Will Smith did to Chris Rock, has had so many memes made, and one of them come to mind was the Batman smacking Robin, right? We've all seen this meme, but now it's being replaced for, I think now forever, of Will Smith's fake smack, and we're going to cover that, and how I believe how Will Smith and, Chris fooled the world. So I'm going to connect some dots. Again, you be the judge. I'm just reporting on what I'm seeing, and it ain't looking good. And in last night's video, I covered it. I went through it. Again, I want to thank everybody who watched it. Pretty good numbers. We all know that the Oscars happened, and Chris Rock basically, made fun of Will Smith's wife, right? He called her G.I. Jane because she's kind of bald. She was bald. And a lot of people don't know that Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, I guess has alopecia, whatever, which is a disease where she actually is balding, right? If you don't know what that is, here she is. Mama's going to have to take down to the scalp so nobody thinks she's got a brain surgery or something. And again, very, very touching stuff. Again, what is alopecia? It's a medical term for hair loss, which can include everything from common balding on the head, hair loss on the body, and more, according to Mayo Clinic. There are multiple kinds of alopecia, including alopecia areata and so forth and so on. It attacks immune systems, attacks the hair follicles, causing hair loss. So, hey, you know what? He was kind of making fun. They say it rubbed, Will Smith the wrong way. And many people go, said he was defending his wife, this and that. But, guys, like I stated in yesterday's video, okay, he walks up on the stage. Notice again, and I said that his head was forward. He made eye contact, and he stuck out his head. He braced for contact. His neck tucked in, guys. His neck was tucked in. He was leaning in. No attempt to block. That's one thing you're going to do. And then, my buddy Corey goes, well, Sonny, Will Smith went up there and maybe Chris Rock thought that he was going to whisper something like, hey, man, don't talk about my wife, this or that. And so here's the point of contact. And again, this is Will Smith, right? He played Muhammad Ali. He's a big guy, 6-something. I believe Chris Rock is 5'10". He gave him a sissy smack. The throw was weak, and if it even connected, here I'm going to show you the video again. I believe this is staged, okay? From everything that I've seen here. Yeah, does, Will Smith's wife have this disease? And yeah, nobody should make fun of her. But I think this is, part of this, right? Even the hand gesture. Watch again. I'm going to show you a little bit of the video here. All right, so here he goes. Let's see if it goes through here. Notice here, again, look at his head, like a bird, whatever. Okay, like a stick head, his head, look at his neck over here. His body's here, his neck's here, and he's leaning in on it. Okay, sissy hit. It was like a sissy hit. That was like a stage hit. Like you seen, like I don't know if you guys ever seen in Hollywood in the 50s and the 60s, they would have like cowboy fights and all these things where they're in a bar fight, they'd break the table and all this crap, and they would hit like that. Okay, look, and they're smiling, like he's smiling, like ding, and he's smiling. When Will Smith walked away, he was smiling. This was staged, man. It was, and notice how the smack was like a swoop. It wasn't even really coming down, man. This was fake as hell. Notice him grimacing, preparing for it, smiling. Okay, and it's not even my words. Again, I was one of the very first people on the World Wide Web here on the internet exposing that this was fake as hell. And check this out. I'm not now the only one that says it. This is it. He braced for the hit before it even came. Okay, eagle-eyed Oscar viewers insist moment Will Smith slapped Chris Rock was fake after seeing the slow motion footage, folks, and you have just seen it here. Notice again, if you're smacking somebody, you're not going to be smacking sideways like this. You're going to, especially he's tall, he's going to smack downwards, right? Smack, boom, like that. Well, I guess it was a little bit. And then notice here, he's still smiling. He's still smiling. I mean, come on. Who gets slapped and still smiles? I don't know anybody. I mean, come on, man. It's fake as whatever, all there. Many people now are saying it right here. I was not the only one. Okay, it was fake though. Will Smith would have not slapped Chris Rock like that for real on live TV. Too much class. Yeah. Again, guys, this is rituals. You're not going to do this stuff. Will Smith is not going to do that. Trust me. They have, again, he's made millions and millions of dollars or billions of dollars for the Illuminati. He knows that these people have rules. He's going there. This was set up. Too much class. If you watch closely in slow motion, Chris braces for the slap before it even came. They probably got paid good for it, though. Of course, well, Will Smith did because he got the Oscar. His hand barely grazed him. Actors, especially action actors like Will Smith, know how to pull punches or slap, just like WWE, right? All there. Many people are saying it was staged. Okay, the Oscar fiasco between Will Smith was staged in order to get ratings. Just like I said, one of the very first people on the World Wide Web breaking this down. Again, rating next year's no one will watch this year. But yeah, the ratings did go up 50% or something like that. Chris leaving and waiting for the slap. Will Smith smirks on his way back to his seat after the slap. The slap itself didn't even look like it really landed. Exactly. The slap is staged. So many people saying this, and everybody is laughing. And this guy looks like a straight up demon. I mean, if you look at him, you're looking at a man possessed. When you get these idled, demonic things, okay, you sell your soul. It's just like WWE. When you carry the World Wrestling or World Wrestling Entertainment belt, you are allowing those demons and entering it in your sphere and gripping it. He didn't let that thing go. And look at here, Will Smith's got a bodyguard. Also, another thing, if this was real, when he sat down, security would have got him, right? Security would have got him and all this stuff. It was staged, man. It was staged. There ain't nowhere. Look at how evil she looks. Notice here. Look at, again, what her hand gesture. This is 33 of the system. Guys, you're dealing with some very, very evil people, okay? These people have sold out a long, long time ago. Jada Pinkett Smith just finished doing The Matrix, the movie The Matrix. These people make money. They're actors. Their kids, again, when you look at their kids and everything, their kids in the system, we'll get into that, doing the dark hand gestures, okay? It's all there. You can't trust Hollywood. I mean, if you believe Hollywood, they'll sell you anything. They'll sell you everything, which they are. And this is why I'm coming here, and the more I watch this fake crap, the more I'm like, I kind of like, oh, is it real? It's because he said all these bad things. No, There he is. And notice now how he's like a tough guy now. Will Smith walks away like a tough guy. Oh, yeah. And, this and that. And it's just, it's fake, man. It's staged. He went through the rituals. We'll go through that. Talking about, again, how if this was real, the Academy Award #1 would have took it away. They would have walked him away. Nobody could go on that stage unless they want him to like that. Academy members hold emergency talk over Zoom over whether to strip Will Smith of the Best Actor. So they're still talking about that. They're gonna have meetings and see if he broke any rules, which he did. He attacked somebody supposedly, right? All these things. Will Smith now finally apologized. He didn't apologize when he got the award, and I'm going to talk about the connections now, connecting dots, how this is a setup, how they fooled the world. But let me read you this, and I'm gonna jaw drop you guys with more information connecting dots. Will Smith now apologizes to Chris Rock for inexcusable Oscar assault after a joke about his wife Jada's hair, and says he is embarrassed. As Academy Awards now, the Academy debates whether to strip disgraced star of Best Actor awards. Will Smith on Monday apologizes for slapping Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars. That rocked and jolted Smith's wife, the joke that rocked her. Jada Pinkett Smith suffers from alopecia, and Rock laughed at her expense, joking that she was ready for a role for G.I. Jane and the gag. And you know what? They both laughed, by the way. When he said it, they both laughed. But whatever, right? If it wasn't that funny. He apologized to Rock and the Academy, plus the producers of the show, all that attended, everyone watching around the world. He also said he's sorry to the Williams family who were shocked by his behavior, which apparently shortly before he won the Best Award for King Richard. All right? So, again, he's apologizing in these things. Here he goes. And he said this: violence in all forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Award was unacceptable and inexcusable. The jokes at my expense are part of my job or the job. But a joke about Jada's medical condition was just too much for me to bear. That's what he said. And he reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There's no place for violence in this world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy Award producers of the show, all attendees, and everyone watching around the world. But again, now everybody in the world is talking about this. This was the #1 subject of the world. Everybody and their mother was talking about it. The Oscars got a boost of 50%. I don't think they're going to take the award away from them. I think they're going to just let them keep it. Maybe they'll even let them back next year, because again, if they let them keep it and they let them come back in next year's Oscar awards, usually the winner of the best, lead actor or whatever usually hands it off to the next person. This would be ratings. And it's all about ratings because it's all about money and it's all about greed, and it's more of the rituals that they can do. But I could be wrong. They could strip it just to have more controversy. But I don't know. But anyway, he apologized. He says he deeply regret of his behavior that he has stained and has been otherwise a gorgeous journey for us all. I'm a work in progress. And so there you go. Again, remember that Will Smith's an actor. He's like, keep your my wife's, the smack was fake and he's smiling. They missed that part, but he was smiling, guys. So there you go. Everybody jokes around, they laughed and all these things. And then all of a sudden they got serious. I believe it was staged. Also notice, this is another red flag for me. Notice how close they were. Like literally, Chris Rock could have spit talking on them. Why would he be right in the front like that? And this is the first time the Oscars have made seats like a dinner table, like a bar where they could have drinks. Come on, guys. This is staged, man. All this, notice this guy over here, the producers, all this, the white glove, Mason, all there. It's all there. Here he goes, and then he cried, and he says, love makes me do crazy things, okay, whatever. Okay, all there with the eye, vanity party, the whole family there. But notice again, like just terrible. Notice too the tie. I was noticing like it's like a pyramid almost, uncapped black and white duality. There he is partying, getting jiggy with it, and all these things. I mean, it is what it is. They were upset. The family was upset, whatever, but they went to think, my gosh, what's going on over here? I better be careful, man. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. But yeah, I did not know that it was thing. Look at this little ball. It's what it is. The symbol. Hey, Sam, thanks for the super chat. Thank you, brother. So anyway, there they go. Serena Williams shared her 2 stunts to speak reaction of Will Smith, blah, blah, blah. They're actors, all these things. Now, connecting dots, guys. Okay, so you have Diddy Combs. Okay, right after that happened, where they had the altercation, Diddy says the feud is over. Rapier claims Will and Chris Rock have made up that slap that rocked the world. It's all about love and brother. But he was there right after this happened, okay? And then you had P. Diddy come out, and P. Diddy was like, hey, man, we're going to take care of this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so why do we have P. Diddy all of a sudden coming out? Now, P. Diddy owns, a record label called Bad Boy Records, okay? And then Bad Boy Records is now connected to Def Jam Records. Def Jam Records, so these guys are now connected. Puff Daddy owns Bad Boy, Def Jams is another group, right? And all this. Now, the guy who cheated with Jada Pinkett Smith is this guy, August Elisina, or whatever his name is, another sellout. He comes from Louisiana. He's a rapper and a singer. And he slept with Will Smith's wife. Okay? So you're telling me, all right, out of all the people that came out, that was there right after the altercation, is this guy, Puff Daddy, that is connected to the guy who slept with his wife. You can't make this stuff up. I don't believe in coincidences, guys. Okay? I don't. And Puff Daddy's one of the most evil people you could see. I believe he was connected to Tupac's demise. He actually put a hit on Tupac. And then, of course, Biggie Smalls died. They put a hit. This guy's evil. This guy is connected to Tupac's death. Look it up. And that's not me just saying that. That's LA or the detectives. The detectives that looked into Tupac's death in Las Vegas when he was going in to see a Mike Tyson fight. They did the detective work, and they said that P. Diddy, he went to L.A. before Tupac died, which Tupac also dated what's her name? His girlfriend's Will Smith's wife. So that's another connection. And what happened was, you can look this up, the LAPD who did the detective work said that P. Diddy put a hit on Tupac. $100,000 hit or something. Look it up. You can do your own research, and it's jacked up. He put a hit on Tupac. So you have the guy that right after an altercation of Will Smith, right? Will Smith goes crazy, smacks, supposedly, I believe it's all rigged, smacks Rock, right? Chris Rock. Then you have the guy who's responsible, right? For, Tupac's death, which Jada Pinkett Smith dated. And then you have him connected to this guy who slept with his wife. Okay, and then he goes, we'll take care of this at the after party, me and Rock and everybody. Okay, so that's the first connection that I'm seeing right here. Then this is the jaw dropper for me. When Will Smith won the award, okay, they had these 3 people against Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, and John Travolta. They recreated Pulp Fiction. Okay, they gave him the award, the Oscar. Now, what is Pulp? Look at the name. Pulp Fiction. Fiction. We live in a world that is again jacked up. All right? This is again All there. Pulp Fiction. It's fiction because, again, remember that the elitists that see this, you guys, they speak through signs and symbols. So when the whole world is watching this fake smack, him preparing for it, okay, they see this guy connection, and then they see this right here, Pulp Fiction. It's fiction. You live Hollywood. It's smoke and mirrors. The magic wand, right? All these things. And here again, you see the Pulp Fiction actors. And notice here in the movie, in Pulp Fiction, they would, get this. They wanted this briefcase. And in the briefcase was the light. Okay, remember, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Pulp Fiction by, again, Quentin Tarantino. But in the film, they were chasing after this briefcase. And they go, oh, you guys want to know what's in the briefcase. And when they did the briefcase, there was hold on here. They pulled out who won the Oscars. You guys want to know? Well, here it is. It's the winner of the Oscar, which is Will Smith. Now, I believe the light is his soul. Again, this is the soul, the light, the light, right? The light bearer, Lucifer, he wants to take the souls, and that is the soul. Why? Because he sold his soul. Okay, so, hey, okay, we listen, you guys got to do this, boom, 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 bum, bum, bum. We're going to give you the Oscar. It's the Pulp Fiction. Marcellus Wallace, right. The briefcase was a soul. Exactly, Angel wins. So, guys, just two of these connections. Oh, you got three connections, really. Chris Rock. Now, Chris Rock was, okay, we have the Prince of Bel-Air. I talked about it yesterday. Chris Rock is friends, or was friends. I don't know how tight they are. Chris Rock once appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where, again, in 1995, Rock played a dual role while making a guest appearance on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Smith in the episode titled Get a Job. Okay, guys, this is a good connection as well. In wrestling, okay, let me connect this dot for you here. In wrestling, when you take a hit, okay, when someone, WWE or whatever, you got Hulk Hogan and the Giant or whatever, The Rock versus, John Cena, okay, the person they tell who's going to win, okay, you're going to beat him up. And the person who loses is taking the job. They call it a job. In wrestling, they call it a jobber. The guy who always loses, a jobber. So here, again, more cryptic sayings. Again, Rock played in Bel-Air. The episode is called Get a Job, a jobber. All there. Again, guys, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. And then also it's in drag. It's a drag like Will Smith has played. Hold on, where is it? Oh, I'll get to it in a second. So anyway, so there you have it. Chris Rock and him together. Notice Chris Rock here in drag, right? All there. This is what the Oscars love. All this stuff here. Here they go. They're buddies. They're friends. Here they go. David Schumer, Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Ben Stiller premiering in a movie, Madagascar. They played in a movie together. Okay, or they're together, right? All these things. Guys, they're friends. They have to, again, it's like WWE. And then also, again, the agendas of Chris Rock in drag. Okay, all of these things. All of these things here. Now, again, these are what they call humiliation rituals. Okay? Will Smith had to do it in the Wild Wild West. And so here, you have to take the humiliation ritual. Because if you do the humiliation, this is what the elitists, the inner circles, the occult, this is what they want. Number one, they want you to, they want to defame you. They want to make you look bad. It's called, whatever. And so here you have, again, Chris Rock in drag, right? Right there it is. It is what it is, right? There you go, right? And then all of a sudden, you have the job. He did the jobber. And then you have all there. It's all a connection, guys. This is how the game is played. Okay? You got to do the rituals. You're not going to get the number one movies. Here's doing the dark hand gesture. You're not going to be a multi-millionaire, 100-millionaire club unless you're doing it. You're not going to get an Oscar unless you're doing what they tell you. These guys were best friends. These guys were good friends. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Their wives, all this stuff. And yeah, maybe they got a little tiffy because what he said last year, a couple of years ago. But guys, these people are all one and the same, man. All part of the game. They know what they have to do. It's all WWE. It's all wrestling. You see, you live in the rigged reality, the Illuminati illusion, WrestleMania, where again, they need money. So they're going to pick the stars so people could talk about it. And it worked, guys. This is how they fooled the world. And again, you're not going to get the big money. You're not going to get the big money unless you're doing what they want. Remember now, the agendas all there, right? Why is it that all these actors, right, of color especially, have to do this ritual? Who was it that refused to do the ritual? Dave Chappelle. Remember when Dave Chappelle disappeared for a while, but he came back. He's still a sellout because he didn't want to do the humiliation ritual. All there, guys. I really believe this is WWE WrestleMania for Oscar Mania because they got what they wanted. Mass publicity, guys. Wow. All there. Yep. Vince McMahon. It's all part of the agendas. And it's sad, isn't it? Look at this. This is sad that what these men have to go through to cash in that paycheck. Very, very sad. So anyway, connecting more dots. Putting everything together here, which is sad, very, very sad what they got to do. But hey, you sell out. So anyway, now you have, now that he did the humiliation rituals, he did whatever he had to do. The Fresh Prince, he was the Fresh Prince, and then he wins the Oscar. And again, this isn't by accident. Now he becomes the king. Notice now he's graduated into the ritual, into the next level. That's how he got the Oscars. When you win the Oscars, you get into the next level. All there. Yes, they sell their thing. Yep. All there. Now, just to prove to you what this is all about, guys, and I want to thank everybody that is subscribed to my Facebook group called Beyond Awake. This is my biggest video that I've ever done. Or my biggest post that I've ever done here. Hold on. I'm going to reset it here real quick just to show you the numbers here. This is my biggest number, Beyond Awake. You can like it if you're on Facebook. I post these memes. I try to do new memes every other day. But notice here, guys, over 400,000 people reached. 72,000 engagements, guys. Over 8,000 likes, heart. People now know what's going on. This is my biggest post I've ever made, and I want to thank everybody who participated in that. Here it is. This is what I wrote. All staged. Masonic ritual. It's all a con game for the masses. When he was accepting that award, basically accepting the satanic agenda, right? He did this symbol here. That is the sign of the master of the second veil. He's done it in movies as well. And then again, Pulp Fiction, right? The rigged reality. Again, he was crying, he was happy, but he had to sell out his friend. He had to do what he had to do with the pyramids in the background. There you go, guys. It's all part of the game. The Jesuits, of course, do it. Here you see the Pope, which is the Jesuits. Look them up. All part of the Silence Code. Again, he's not going to get that Oscar unless he's sold out. There you go, guys. There's the Pulp Fiction, the pyramids, all there. Look at the light. He sold out. This man is sold out a lot as well, right? You can see it right there. They sell their soul. The hidden hand. Notice behind them. The hidden hand. The dark energies. The fallen angels that control this world. You're seeing it here. And this is how they fooled the world. This is how they fooled the world. I believe. You guys away? You guys seeing what I'm seeing? So there you go. You could decide whatever you want. Again, I'm just a reporter. I agree 100% that, this is what King Richard, the guy, that he won the award. Serena Williams' father said King Richard weighs in on Williams' the slap. He says, we don't condone anyone hitting anyone else unless it's self-defense. But this wasn't self-defense. This was a ritual. A sellout ritual. What they call a humility ritual. Here, I posted this right here. All there. Right here. First Oscar with humility ritual included. Awesome. There you go. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for coming aboard. This is my show here today. You're starting to see, hopefully, what is going down. You know, the Oscars, again, it's Hollywood. They're going to do their show. They're going to, again, the whole world was talking about this. When the whole world's talking about something, that's a distraction. Distracting you from getting your spiritual house in order, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming aboard again, guys. I've been doing this for over a decade, putting this stuff together. I really would appreciate a like, a subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'm going to give you more information. Again, I'm a reporter on here. You make your own decisions. All I'm doing is just connecting some dots for each and every one of you. I love all you guys. I thank all you. Again, the channel's growing. Man, I'm just, floored how big. I mean, this is the biggest. Over 343,000 reached. Over 60,000 engagements. That shows that people know deep down that, wait a minute, you're telling me that this guy that's going to win an award possibly is going to stand up and smack another man in the face? No way in heck. No way in heck. No way that's going to happen. Because they made it happen. He talked right after that happened. He talked right to the producer, right? But anyway, there you go, guys. I want to thank each and every one of you. Much, much love. Thank you so much. Jacqueline, she says, thank you, Sonny, so much. Donovan, God bless you. Everyone, and stay safe. Angel wins distractions while the elite are over in Europe, right? Yep, exactly. For the one world system, right? Thank you. Plumper said, fire, fire, fire. Yeah, try to give it to you, jaw dropping. And again, I do this just because, I want people to see what's happening. I love you guys. Get prepared. 01274. Sonny's a legend. Well, thank you so much. Haven't seen you in a while as well. Thank you so much. Anyway, guys, there you go. I'm just the messenger. May you guys all be safe. Get your spiritual houses in order. Trust me, we need to. May God bless you all. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the